Picture and ecologist Dr. James Estes. Background: Dr. James Estes graduated from the University of Minnesota with a bachelor in zoology, a master's at Washington State University, and a PhD in biology and statistics from the University of Arizona. He spoke English and was born in Sacramento, California. He was born on October 2nd, 1945, and he died May 20th, 2025, at age 79. But he started his research in his late 20s and went on till about his 40s. Career: he worked for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. Geological Survey for the University of California in Santa Cruz. He also edited books like Community Ecology of Sea Otters, Whales, Whaling, and Ecosystems, etc. His main field of research was sea otters and kelp forest ecosystems. Otters are needed to maintain the kelp forest because they eat the sea urchins to stop the urchins from overpopulating and taking over the kelp forest is one of the things he discovered. He went to Alaska after he was denied joining the military during Vietnam. The Kanakin nuclear test was where the government detonated a nuclear missile underground. The scientists started the procedure on October 2nd, 1969, and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service hired Dr. Estes because the government faced backlash because of the effect the nuclear weapon could cause by radioactive leakage. So his job was to monitor and observe the sea otters to see if they got affected or mutated. He went to the Amchitka Island to do his original research, and his research after that was at the Attu Island. He did observe the sea otters, but started shifting focus because Robert Payne visited him and asked if he ever thought about studying otters and how they affected the ecosystem. Dr. Estes then tried to answer the question. He started scuba diving, and he saw that when otters were present, the kelp forests were abundant. But when he went to another island with no otters, the kelp forest was barren, and there were a lot of sea urchins. He realized that without sea otters eating the urchins, that the kelp forest would die. He concluded that sea otters were a keystone species in marine life. Dr. Estes studied the sea otters for 2 decades until he realized that the otter population was no longer growing, but it was substantially declining. So his research was what was causing the otters to die off. He realized that the killer whales population was also growing after laws were written in place to stop whale hunting, and they needed more food resources, causing them to eat the majority of the otters. I picked Dr. James Estes because he did research with sea otters, and after graduation I went to work with sea otters for a little bit. He had an interesting research because of the nuclear missile, and he wasn't originally wanting to work with sea otters, but it later became his longest research study topic. He received the U.S. Geological Survey Shoemaker Award for Excellence in Science Communication, the Western Society of Naturalists Lifetime Achievement Award, and the American Society of Mammalogists C. Hart Merriam Award.